Hey guys, welcome to Andreas.
I'm so sorry for that crazy moment.
Well, today I'm doing a video on giving you guys advice for 6th grade. For you guys that are coming from 5th to 6th grade. If you guys want a video on 7th and 8th grade, leave a comment down below, like this video, and subscribe. And I would be so glad to make you guys that advice for 7th and 8th grade video. I'm going to be a freshman, and I'm pretty scared. I'm going to be a freshman, and I'm going to a magnet school, which, if you guys don't know what a magnet school is, it's for the people that have a 2.5 to, like, a higher GPA, and you have to, like, it's, like, basically like a smart people school. I'm not smart, but I don't know. Okay, so let's start the advice. Let's go. Okay, anyway guys, I'm so crazy right now, like I'm very hyper, and it's like 10:52, so I don't know. Okay, I'm silly, I know. Okay, my sister's here, and so these are like, I forgot to take this picture out. Let me take it out. So ugly. This picture is so ugly, I swear. Okay. So, yeah. So, I'm going to give you guys some advice on, like, what to take, like, what to prepare. I know you guys are going to buy, like, extra supplies just because you guys are going to be like, no, I need to be prepared for 6th grade. There's going to be so many classes. There's going to be so many things I have to do. But no, guys, I'm here to tell you that I was that person. And literally all you need to take is either a 1-inch binder, well, 2 1-inch binders, or this is a 1.5 inch. Either take 2 of these or take 1 of this, which is a 2-inch binder. You do not need a 3-inch binder. You do not need a 3-inch binder, like, at all. If you guys take a 3-inch binder, it's just gonna make your backpack way heavier than it already is. It's gonna make everything like so heavy. So yeah, and like if you take a 3-inch binder, you're really gonna like your backpack's gonna be so heavy, and like, yeah. So I also recommend you taking a big backpack, not because you need a like binder or anything like that, but like a big backpack that you're comfortable with, just because you're gonna be carrying it around if you don't have a locker. Like in my school, we only use lockers in 6th grade, and in 7th and 8th grade, in my school year, we didn't use them at all. So yeah, so if just in case your school doesn't let you guys use lockers anymore, I really do recommend that you guys take your own locker. I really do recommend that you guys take your own backpack that you're gonna be comfortable with carrying around the whole entire day. So yeah, just like be aware of that. This 2-inch binder, I recommend that you guys have like 3 rings, because obviously you need 3 rings, and I recommend you guys have like pocket dividers. So you don't have to 3-hole punch like every single work you do. You could just like put it in here, and that way the 3-hole punch doesn't rip or anything. And like, I recommend you guys buying the plastic ones just because they're more like, I had these the whole entire year, so these are really good just for the whole entire year. Like, I don't know why I did this, because I'm so weird, but I was bored one of these days in class. This is my 8th grade. This is my 8th grade stuff, but like, I'm giving you guys advice on like everything you guys should take for the whole entire like 6th grade. You guys should buy a pack of like these. These are 1, 2. These are 5, and there's some with 6, there's some with 7. So there is 6 classes in middle school, but technically you just need 5 pocket folders, because one of the classes / 2 of your classes are gonna be the kind like you don't need to do any work basically. Cause in my school we have electives, and that's like orchestra, band, choir, mariachi, all of those. Like, those are electives. Those are called electives over here in my school. And I had an elective. So in elective, you basically don't do anything unless you're an art thing. Yeah, you like do art, and you do need like a separate folder. But I was in orchestra, and basically you didn't need anything in orchestra but your violin and your music folder, which I have like up there, right there in that thing. But like, that's all I needed for me. I play the violin, so I needed my violin in my music folder. But you could play like a whole bunch of other instruments, and like you just need your music folder and your instrument for that, for like the class, and you're good. So you don't need a pocket folder. And then you have PE, and like for 6th grade in my school, you have to have PE. Like, it's something you have to have for that year, and you don't use this at all either. We only got notes, and like after we finished doing like a sport, so we would work on hockey like the whole entire like month basically, and we would like, okay, so in 6th grade, like we would stay in like PE the whole entire year. So PE was pretty fun, even though like I really didn't like PE for like when I was younger, but like in 6th grade I started liking PE because it's a class you go to like every single day. It's one of your normal like class schedules, and I don't have my class schedules in here anymore, but it's like one of your normal class schedules you have. So you could have like English, math, history, and science. English, math, history, science, and then you would have PE and your elective. So you would basically have 2 classes that would be basically free classes, like fun classes technically. And like in the PE, we didn't have notes, and so like, we would play hockey like 1 month, and then he would give us notes and like what we learned, and then for that for the semester exam, we would get to use those notes and to help us with our semester exam. So that was pretty cool. And in PE in 6th grade, we did stay the whole year, like I said, and it was pretty fun. So so like you don't need, okay, so also you need to buy like a lot of, so like that's what I'm telling you. You guys don't have to buy like 2 packs of the 5 folders of like these folder thingies, but yeah, I do recommend you guys buy like a pencil case. Basically, like I use this as my pencil case, and it was a really good pencil case, by the way. So yeah, and so this was a really good pencil case. I used to like the whole entire year. This is like basically like a makeup bag, and I kept my pencils in here. In 6th grade, you lose your pencils a lot, not just in 6th grade, like throughout your whole entire school life. You lose all your pencils. So I recommend that once you guys use them, put them back in here, and it would be really great because you get to save all your pencils. No lie, I bought like at the beginning of the year, I bought a 24 pack of pencils that looks like this. Just like these 9-point lead pencils. Like, these are my favorite pencils. But no, not really. I like the other ones. I don't remember what they're called, but they're paper made. Anyway, so yeah. And like, I bought a 24 pack of those, and then I bought 2 of my favorite pencils. Those 2 are my favorite pencils. Like, those and like other peppermint paper, whatever. Anyway, tongue twister there. So, and at the end of the year, I had to go buy more pencils because there was like no more pencils. I would look in my bag, and I couldn't find any more pencils. So I bought another 24 pack, and like at the middle of the year, and through the whole year, I went losing them, and I only had like 10 pencils left. So yes, you should buy a lot of pencils and not take them all to school. Like, I recommend taking like 5 to school, and then once you lose like 2, then replace it with the other 2. Just like hopefully you guys don't lose your pencils, but that's something that just does happen. You lose your pencils and stuff like that. I do recommend you having like a big eraser like the one I have here. You could cut it in half or whatever, but I do recommend you having a big mistake eraser basically. And it's because like you take lots and lots of notes. Like you take so many notes. Your hand, like when I used to take notes, okay, wait. So you take notes and you write like this, right? So your hand shape is like this. So this whole part and this whole part hurts a lot. Like it hurts a lot. Just because of the pencil. Like it's like, okay, so in my school, like each class was like 54 minutes, like almost an hour. So it was a lot. And like you would have, like in math was my class where I wrote a lot more. Like in math, I have like a whole journal, and I bought another one, and it was full. Like I didn't have any more space. So yeah, I like these shirts a lot, by the way. Anyway, so yeah, like I didn't have a lot of space. In my English class, we didn't do a lot of notes, but we kind of did. It was a lot, by the way. It wasn't a lot, but it was like, in the morning, you would have to go in his class and in the morning you would have to go in his class and like write a 2-paragraph essay about what the question about of that he posted on the board. So you would have to write a 2-paragraph essay like every single time you came in. So that was kind of a lot basically, but I kind of got used to it after a while. And then another thing that was that you wrote a lot was in history. Like in history, they give you a lot of notes. So yeah. So like in my class schedule in first and 6th grade. I remember my 6th grade. Okay, so in 6th grade. I'm so sorry. I'm filming this video like at 11. So let me check really quick. Sorry. Like it's 11, so I'm kind of tired, and I woke up like around 6, so yeah, I'm tired. Anyway, so my 6th grade schedule, I kind of remember it. Let me just like, my first period was science, and then I went to English. So in science, you do take lots of notes too. But I went to science, then English, then I went to fundamentals reading, I think I had, because my spelling is like really, really bad. So I went to fundamentals reading, and then after that I went to I think I went to PE after that. No, don't believe me. I went to English. Yeah, after that I think I went to English. Reading in English. Yeah. So no, English, and then I went to reading. Yeah. Then I went to reading, and then my 5th period was math. No, my 4th period. Okay, wait. Shh. It was science, my 1st period. My 2nd period was English. My 3rd period was fundamentals. My 4th period was math. My 5th period was PE, and my 6th period was sorry for my sister just passing by. And my 6th period was reading. So I had to go like everywhere, and it was a lot. And like I have basically like 3 reading classes, and we had to write a lot of notes in like all of them. And yeah, so like I was all over the place, and in almost all of my classes I did have a lot of writing to do. But after a while, you kind of get used to it, so it's not that bad. Something else. Let's see. If you guys do use lockers, because in my 6th, sorry that I'm yelling, but like it just comes to my mind. I'm just like, yes. But if you guys do use lockers, make sure to like go to the open house and like get your locker combination, because it's like super hard, because they have like the circle ones, let's pretend this is like my phone charge thingy. But like, let's pretend that this is your locker thingy, right? And it's more like a circle, so it's a circle, right? So yeah, so this is basically, let's pretend this is your locker thingy. You have to go this way. You have to go to 0, past 0 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You have to pass 0 3 times. Then go to your first number going this way. So let's pretend my first number is 10. I go to 10. It has to be exactly in 10. Then you pass 0 again going this way. So you pass 0. And then you go to the next number. Let's pretend it's like 25. So you go to 25. And then after 25, you go to your next number, turning this way. And you go to like 14. Let's pretend it's 14. I go to 14, and then you keep turning the way you went to 14. Keep turning until it gets really hard, and then just go down. And it's really, really, really easy. So you go turn 3, 1, 2, 3. First number, pass 0. Next number, keep turning, yank. And that's how you open your locker. I would admit that for the first month, I had trouble opening my locker, and I did have people open my locker for me, and like it was so bad because I was like always worried that I was gonna be late, because I've like my whole entire basically life in middle school, I never got a tardy lockout. And that's something else I'm going to discuss after the locker thingies. So if you need any help, ask a person that you really trust, or ask a teacher, just because if they remember your locker number, like the friend that you trust remembers your locker number, and they could put something in your locker, and they do like random checks, locker checks. So if they put something in your locker and they check it and it's in there and it's not yours but it's your friend's, and it's in your locker, they think it's yours and you're the one getting in trouble for it, not the person that put it in your locker. So like, if you don't trust them, don't give them your locker password combination, basically. So yeah, I'm just so tired. Okay, sorry, my mom was asking my sister if she was using her tablet. Anyway, so another thing, what was I saying? So in middle school, they do have tardy lockouts, and tardy lockouts is, okay, so there's basically 3 bells. The first bell, right? 3 bells? No, 2 bells. The first bell is to let you know that it's time to change classes. So let's say you're in math class and you have to go to English class. So at the first bell, you go to your English class. At the second bell, it's like the bell where you have to be at your class already. If you're not in your class, you get a tardy lockout. You have to go all the way to the dean's office, basically, to get your tardy lockout, and it affects your little record that you have. So, and then in my school, they would have tardy lockouts, and then you would get in-house. In-house would be like in-house suspension, or in-house for like a whole day, or in-house after school, like detention after school, basically. And in-house was like a little place, basically. It was like a little classroom, and it had chairs. This would be a person sitting, and then there would be a wall. There would be another person, and then there would be a wall. So there would be like a wall in between every single person, and that's how people told me about it. And like when I went to take papers, or like the messenger of my teacher, we did do that. Anyway, so yeah, and we would like have a lot of things to do. Like we would have in-house, and we would have to get all our work from like our teachers and do that work in one day without anyone explaining it to you. Do it in one day, just sitting there and quiet without using your phones or anything. Like, I think this is what my friend told me, that you would have to put your phone inside a box and you couldn't get it until the end of the day. Also, in-house, like if it was in-house for like the whole entire school day, you would have to stay in there the whole entire school day and like do your work from all your other teachers, and you would get lunch you would be the last person to get lunch out of like, we had A and B lunch, so it would be A lunch like at 9, B lunch at 10, and then it would be C lunch for like in-house people. It would be like at 11. So you would have to get your lunch the latest time, so you would like get basically like grounded, because you couldn't eat lunch with the other people, because then they would think you would do something bad again. So until like you were done with your punishment. In-house suspension is where they suspend you, and you have to go to in-house when you come back. So let's say they suspend you for a week, and then after that week passes, you have to go to in-house for like the other week. So you would be a week at home and then a week at in-house suspension inside the school building. Another thing we would have, I just dropped my eraser. Another things we would have was detention in-house, like after school. And that thing, I had to get my eraser. And that thing would be for like, if you were tardy, so tardy lockouts. First is like in-house, and like, it's just, this whole thing is with like in-house, basically, and I just dropped my eraser again. Whatever. So, I have to be playing with something. So, yeah. I'll come back. Okay, sorry guys. But I have to be talking, moving my head. Okay, anyway. I have to be playing with something. I'm just like a really fidgety person. So, I have to be I have 2 of these. Anyway. And another thing I would have, not I would have, because I had a good record, but all my friends would tell me this, and I read the school read supposedly, because at the beginning of the school year they read the things, expectations to you the first day of school, not the first day of school, but the first within the first week of school. And so yeah. Anyway, in-house, after school, in-house, basically detention, it would be if you were tardy so many times, or you talked back to a teacher, if you talked back to a teacher, I'll talk about that later. Anyway, in-house, after school, it would be for an hour and 30 minutes, and you would get it for 2 days in a row, so it would basically be 3 hours, and, that time would be 3 hours altogether. And yeah, so it would be a lot, and you would have to just sit there for an hour, 30 minutes, and just do nothing. Just sit there bored to death. So that would be really bad. I wouldn't do that. So that's kind of a reason why I wanted to never get in-house. But yeah, the ways you get in-house was talking back to a teacher, or being rude to another kid. Not being rude, but slapping another kid. Fighting was suspension, bringing drugs to school, whatever. Trust me, a lot of kids bring drugs and do a lot of stuff, because that's when kids start feeling free, So I personally did know a lot of people that did drugs and everything, but that didn't mean that I was gonna do them, So I did hang out with them in my classroom. Not out of class, I've hung out with that person during class, and that's it. And we talked, we were pretty not close, but we did talk, and that didn't mean I had to do the drug, So there is gonna be people that do drugs, there's gonna be people that drink, there's gonna be a lot of people that do stuff, but doesn't mean you have to do it. If you don't do it, it's way better for you and way healthier for you. So yeah, if you guys want, this is it for this 6th grade advice. if you guys want more advice, let me know in the comments down below for a part 2 of 6th grade, or just say 7th or 8th grade advice, and I would totally be so, like, I would do that, like, quick for you guys. And yeah, so let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment again, and see you guys next time. Bye!